Holding offense, number 64, 10-yard penalty.
It seems to be the common opinion here.
Yes, it is, Ted. Welcome back in. The Pride of Park Rose, Dirt and Sprague here hanging with you.
Yeah, you're on the Park Rose Wikipedia page. We learned that during the commercial break.
I just discovered that.
Notable alumni, Brandon Sprague, the Pride of Park Rose.
Shout out whoever did that. I'll send you the check in the mail. We are live broadcasting over here in hell, as the president describes it, Portland, Oregon, USA.
Yeah, we are in hell, man.
My cousin ran a 5K in downtown Portland last night. I said, good job, you survived hell.
Is he alive?
What?
He survived?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, he made it. He made it out.
Not
okay.
as hot as when Hood to Coast was going, but dicey. Dicey.
A little dicey.
It was real dicey.
Watch out for those knives.
All those cherry blossoms and iced coffees everywhere. It's tough. It's dangerous. Yeah, well, my team played football, kind of.
They did, same time, yeah. The same time thing was a little frustrating, but we adapted.
Yeah. I'm to this point where I don't know how much more of the conversation they deserve.
The next 2 weeks will probably be very ugly.
Oh, no, they will be.
Like,
yeah, they're 24-point dogs this week at Texas Tech, and they're going to be 30-point dogs at Oregon.
That felt like when we said it on Friday, it felt like a last stand of, is there any hope left? Is there any optimism left? If so, come out, play sharp, look good, beat Fresno State the way that you probably should. And a lot of the numbers, if I showed you on the box score, would indicate that they did win the game, and that's what makes it even more embarrassing and frustrating.
I could be wrong here, but I believe I saw Houston is playing at Colorado. They are favorites on the road, which I didn't think Houston is overly
Friday
impressive.
game.
Yeah, I believe it's a Friday night game. I think there's 2 Friday night Big 12 games this week.
If Houston's a favorite at Colorado, they certainly will be a favorite at Oregon State.
4-point
without
favorite.
a doubt, dude. Yeah.
Where do we start? I mean, you not only lost to Fresno State, you did it in embarrassing fashion, maybe the most embarrassing fashion. Their long snapper was hurt, didn't play. Didn't know it because, God forbid we talk about anything important that's regards to the team. The guy long snapping is, according to Trent Bray, the guy who snapped long snaps last year for them. So everybody on social media was like, well, guys, we can't kill him too much. You lose a long snapper, it's important.
Still defending it, huh?
Well, yeah, and then Bray comes out in the postgame and says, no, he was our long snapper last year. He just basically caught the knoblock yips.
Yeah.
And then they had to turn to a linebacker who had some snap history in high school, but clearly was not prepared for it at all. And they lost because they could not snap a football.
Yep.
They have not kicked an extra point this year.
They've scored 6 touchdowns, and they have yet to put foot to ball on a PAT.
There's 134 FBS Division I teams in college football. 124 of them have registered a sack. They're not one of them.
Nope.
It is over. It's over. Everything about this season, you're supposed to get better from week 1 to week 2. Your opponent was Cal week 1. Okay, you get Fresno State week 2. You go from a favorite in week 1 losing to being a favorite at home again and losing.
Yep.
And all of the metrics suggest you should have won the game.
Every single one of them.
That's all he's saying in the postgame. Well, everything says we're the better team. No, you know what isn't? The scoreboard.
The scoreboard's all that matters.
The Cal game, no. And this game, embarrassing. Beyond embarrassing. You are not only relegated in college football, one of 2 programs in the realignment to be relegated, you have now been relegated even within the group of 5 conversation. You're not even a middling group of 5 team right now. You're bottom barrel. And so I don't have a whole lot to add. We got audio we can get to. It's just, and everybody's like applauding him because he dropped an F-bomb on television. And I'm like,
that was funny.
Look at our coach. He's telling it like it is. It's like, it's his team. He's calling his own team an effing joke. That's his responsibility.
Yeah.
So like, it's funny audio. We can play it, but like, I don't have a whole lot to add. It's everything you had in any regard to the power conference era. It's gone, dude. There's not a single idea that exists in any capacity whatsoever. It's over. And so they're going to lose the next 2 weeks, and then Houston probably beats them, but maybe you win. So, yeah, you're 1-4 or you're 0-5.
Yeah.
And if you're 0-5, that locker room is absolutely toast. I don't care what he says. They will not go to a bowl game. And so, yeah, 2 weeks in, feels cooked.
Yeah, I would add to it too because there's not a lot there to add. It's pretty eloquently said. It was a depressing and embarrassing day for the program and for the university on Saturday. And I'm with you on the comments of the coach cussing. That seemed to be a joke on social media of, haha, that was hilarious. Did you guys see that? And I'm like, one, it's just kind of a bad look to cuss on national television. I guess you appreciate the fire and the passion, but he had a week to get his team ready to snap the ball to punt, and they couldn't do it. And he's the head coach, and you're supposed to see growth. It wasn't just the snapping either. There were so many penalties and miscues and mistakes that they made throughout the course of the game.
They have 6 false starts,
just constantly false start, like.
At the worst
at
times.
home. You're at home. You're not
Yes.
on the road. It's not a loud environment. There's not even that many people there. Like, this should not be a problem for you in week 2. And they kept setting themselves back. They kept shooting themselves in the foot over and over and over again. But I think the other alarming thing was, you mentioned the season, and the team might be giving up on them if the next couple of weeks go the way that they should. Like, if that's the way the crowd looked in week 2, what's the crowd going to look like for a 7 p.m. game in the middle of October against Lafayette? And this, I think, gets to a...
I don't even know if they had 25,000 people.
I don't think they did. There was nobody there. And it gets to a deeper thing that is... I don't blame people for not going. You and I are in lockstep on that of, like, I'm not a huge live sporting event person anymore unless it's a big game. I'd prefer to be at home and be able to watch everything that's going on.
Yeah.
I mentioned this on Friday, and it was kind of tongue-in-cheek, but I genuinely meant it. Arizona State won the Big 12 last year. They're a rising program. I know they had a rough weekend this weekend down in Mississippi, but they won the Big 12. They have an up-and-coming coach. There's optimism around that program more so than there has ever been in my lifetime. And they, in their opening game against Northern Arizona, couldn't sell tickets. Nobody wanted to go. It was a late-night kick. It's like, dude, we're not going to play Northern Arizona. I don't want to go. What did Arizona State do? Kenny Dillingham got together with the marketing department and said, we need people here. It's a recruiting weekend for me. How do we get creative with this? How do we come up with new strategies to reach out to fans? They sent 4 free tickets to every season ticket holder. So give them to kids, give them to friends, give them to coworkers, give them to whoever the hell you want.
Whatever it takes.
4 extra
Get
tickets
bodies in
to
here.
every single season ticket holder, and they ended up having a decent crowd. I said it on Friday, I'd be selling tickets for $1, or I'd be giving away free tickets to anybody under the age of 20. How are you not doing something like that to reach out to get more butts in the seats? Because it's one thing for the program to look as bad as it did on Saturday, and that was alarming and shocking. It's another thing to see the lack of support, which, again, I don't blame the fans for, but I also think it's a systemic failure from the athletic department for not doing more to reach out and create an atmosphere that people want to be in and go watch games.
We could talk about that because I think that's what's now trickling out. Is just the side of the institution that is dropping has been, but is continuing dropping the ball.
Yeah, they're not prioritizing athletics and marketing and promotions and any of that.
The only thing being prioritized is baseball, and baseball's great. It's been fantastic for them. Girls basketball's carried the mantle for them a little bit. The men's basketball team has largely been a joke, and the football team now is in the depths of a hell that a couple of years ago they were top 10 team.
Yeah.
And now it's this.